Good evening, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. This is Samantha Gross, and you are listening to Coffee Talk with Samantha and Paul. And I have my co-host, Paul Oppenheim, on the line. Hi, Paul. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, Sam. Happy Thanksgiving. Right back at you. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, Paul.
Awesome.
How are you and your family doing?
We're doing well. So this is kind of this will probably be released on Thanksgiving. This is kind of like a preemptive Thanksgiving one, but we're going to be doing right. We'll be doing the Thanksgiving thing at my sister's this year. So we'll probably end up bringing a dessert or something. How about you?
Oh, wow. That's really cool, Paul.
Yeah.
We actually did Thanksgiving at my house tonight.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Right. I ended up with 3 turkeys this year.
Jeez.
So,
okay.
and the reason we did it is because I accidentally defrosted 2 of them at the same time.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah, so we cooked one tonight, and then I'll cook one tomorrow, but I'm not going to make all the fixings with it tomorrow.
So you're going to have to get creative with all that leftover turkey then.
Yes. Tomorrow's turkey I made deep fry.
There you go. Nice.
Outside, yes.
There you go.
So, Paul, this year, it's been quite the year for everybody,
It has been.
It's been quite a year. You and I both were out of work. You and your wife both were out of work. And then God blessed us all with other jobs and opportunities. What would you say, Paula, that you're most thankful for this year?
That especially, I'd have to say, for me, it has to be the fact that I found work so quickly, how quickly I bounced back. It's like, I never wish this upon anyone. Looking for work is a full-time job.
Oh, it is.
And it is not fun at all, as you are well aware of. And just when you're laid off, it's just, you feel that bomb being dropped on you. It is really devastating. You're like, what the, But on the side of the same coin, though, it's like, and I think, forgive me if I mentioned this before, but it's like, you gotta jump back into it immediately. Like, I literally just started what I call pounding the phones. Just literally have all my contacts, people that I know in the industry, and just start calling them, just say, hey, just start shaking trees and seeing what low-hanging fruit I can get my hands on. And just even after I set up interviews, it's like, it's not like you set up an interview like, oh, I can relax. It's like, no. You don't, there is no relaxing. It's like, nope, you set up the interview and then you keep pounding the phones till you get a second interview or a third one. You get 2 or 3. I mean, I got 5 interviews lined up within 2 weeks of being unemployed, just because it's like I literally just did not stop. So it really, truly is a full-time job.
Right,
looking
it is a
for work.
full-time job.
Looking for work until I landed something, and now I'm happy again, and actually even. I even have a better salary than I did before, so this is really a blessing in disguise. So,
you're definitely blessed.
And it's been said, it's not you've heard the term, God helps those who help themselves, and I get it. That's not biblical, but I think to a degree it sort of kind of should be, in the sense that it's like if you fall into that catatonic woe is me state of despair, nothing's getting done. You gotta be like, all right, you have to think in the terms of, let's turn this problem into an opportunity. It's like, okay, you just have to think that way. And I mean, you don't have to, but I highly recommend it because it works for me.
Yes, definitely.
Works for me, so, yeah.
Wow, Paul, that's wonderful.
How about you, Sam? What would you say you're probably most thankful for this year?
What I'm most thankful for this year? I'm thankful for, of course, my children, my family, my faith, and God, my health, my mom's help with my kids.
Right.
I'd lose my mind if I didn't have that.
Yep.
And I think what I'm mainly thankful for, Paul, is that I'm finally realizing relationships, friendships, and setting boundaries for myself with the help of God.
Yes.
And I've always been one that never sets good boundaries. Mm-hmm. And I've let other people walk on me in the past and have hurt me. And I've walked through boundaries. And I think finally having the sound mind that I'm always talking about.
Right.
and learning that boundaries, there's nothing wrong with setting boundaries. There's nothing wrong with knocking some people out of your life and keeping to your own space and loving them from a distance. This pastor that I listened to, she said it's okay. If you're going to love somebody and they're not good for your life, love them from the balcony.
Sure. Absolutely.
And I agree with that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. No, yeah, there's only, it's like, I remember, I remember when I saw Brian May in concert. He was the guitarist for Queen. This is shortly after Freddie Mercury died. I saw him at the Palace, and I was literally maybe about 50 feet from him on stage. Wow. Like right there. It was really cool. But I remember one of his songs that he played. He played a lot of Queen songs, and one of his own was called "Too Much Love Will Kill You." And it's pretty deep. I mean, it was kind of contributing that, I think, to Freddie Mercury. And but it's like you can kind of take that on different levels. But yeah, there's times where it's like, you know, you could just spread yourself way too thin. Yeah. You know, loving from a distance. Absolutely.
Loving from a distance. Loving from that balcony.
Yeah. Sure. Mm-hmm.
You know, you can always pray for somebody that you love, even if you're not talking to them.
Right.
You can wish them well. You can bless over them, but you don't have to be in their life.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm most thankful for. Just thankful for God's wisdom this year.
Yeah, just growing in general. You know.
Yes, growth in general.
Just having and just the fact that you still are growing, and just be thankful for that too. And it's like, in all the good and the bad that you experience, you can't say that without saying the word experience. I mean, it's like, just be happy that you lived through the experience. And if you learned from it, then fantastic. I mean, that's something to be thankful for in and of itself.
Right. And what I have learned real quick, Paul, is when it comes to people, friendships, relationships, God will remove them from a season, but if they were truly meant to be in your life, they will come back.
Oh, sure. In one form or another. Yeah,
in another form, in the same form, better, worse, whatever, you will see that person again. So it's like when I lose people, for example, I had a friend of mine recently say, never contact me again. Never. And I said, okay, that's fine. Whatever. Goodbye. And I haven't contacted him. And I don't plan on it until he contacts me, because he said never contact me again. But I'm not really worried about it, because if he's meant to be in my life, God will bring him back. And if he's not meant to be in my life, it was good to know him.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the thing. You can always have a mutual parting of ways, if at all possible.
Yes. Sometimes that's the best.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm most thankful for. Of course, my health, my kids, my food, my family. And I think I'm realizing that I have a lot of stuff that some people don't have, so I don't want to take for granted for anything.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, there's times where it's like, I'm thankful that my car starts in the morning. You know,
I am too.
You know, it's like, sometimes I even find myself lowering my threshold for enjoyment to the point where just a light bulb turning on makes me happy. Like, thank God. Oh my gosh, yes. You know, so, and in that regard, I mean, you start then. Whoops, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
A near miss. I'm thankful that car did not hit me.
You're thankful the car didn't hit you. Yeah.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? So no, absolutely. No, several things I'm most thankful for.
Yes. Well, do you have any prayer requests, Paul, that you want for your family and I?
Well,
pray for?
You know, I have a friend of mine, and I'll kind of have him go nameless for the record, but you know, he helped me find the job at Camosa where I'm working now. Yeah. He actually passed away last Sunday.
Oh no, Paul, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, and I don't have the full story of how it. You know, I have different stories, and I don't want to
believe it.
Yeah, well,
you don't want to know it.
There's several stories as to why he passed away, but it's I don't want. It's all kind of based on hearsay at the moment. I don't have all the facts, but I will say he was. But I will say this though, he was kind of a burning the candle at both ends kind of a guy, if you get my meaning. And I'm not sure how well he was right with
God.
With Christ. Yeah. So I would like to pray that if it be at all possible that, in the realm of the eternal, that as St. Paul says, we all go through a trial by fire and there's a cleansing process and all of that. Even St. Paul says that it is indeed biblical that it be somehow if he has in the current state that he is right now in the spiritual realm, that he can still cry out to Christ for salvation and that he would be saved. If that be possible. If that all be possible. If all things are truly possible with God.
They are. They are.
And a lot of Christians will have a belief that nope, once you're dead, that's it. It's it and that's that. There's no hope for it. If you blew it, you blew it. That's it. You had a chance, you blew it. I'm like, okay, well, you can certainly believe that, and I can't stop you from believing that. I would like to think that God's a lot more merciful than that.
Yeah, look what I posted on LinkedIn today, Paul. When you get a chance.
Sure.
It says the 12 things that happen when you meet the Lord. Yeah. And it gives the biblical verses to go with them.
Right.
And it says the angels will carry you home, and I think it's Romans.
Okay.
And then it says that as it goes on, it talks about entering the gates and meeting God and singing with the angels. And then it says in a verse that I think is in Luke, you don't quote me, everyone, but you would have to look at my LinkedIn. But it says that you are conscious and able to speak to Jesus and God and have past memories of your life.
Yes.
So maybe, I don't know, I'm not God, you're not God, we're not God. No. Maybe if that's the case, someone could die and go to heaven and say, instead of Jesus just saying, I never knew you, if they're conscious, they could say, I believed in you, Lord. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Please let me stay.
Yes. I believe that, I also look at it like this, even in this world, or in the world that we're currently existing in, God must be merciful enough to allow us to continue to exist. Like they said, if he's such a good God, why does he let bad things happen? Or, and that's a lot of atheists will say that, and you can turn it around and say, yeah, why does God let atheists like you continue to exist?
Right.
You talk about a merciful God. And like I'm saying, so when you start looking at God as being not just all-powerful, but all-merciful.
Yes, a very merciful God.
And like the sun shines on both the good and the wicked. And
yes, it does.
And in the end, if we actually compare all of ourselves to God, let's face it, we're all wicked.
Right.
And,
right.
If you really, I know a lot of people want to say, people are fundamentally good or whatever. I said, well, I think the reality is you're born fundamentally self-centered.
Right.
I don't know, and I think that we have a tendency or an inclination to look out for number one and continue pursuing our own self-interests. And in some cases at the expense of others. And so I think on the grand scheme of things, that falls into the evil category in comparison to God. If you look at it like that, it's like, well, shoot, none of us deserve to have mercy shown upon us. And yet, if the spiritual world was alive and well as it is, as I believe it might be right now, you could easily let a demon slit my throat if you wanted to.
Right.
But chooses not to. Well, but even then, I have hope that even in the next realm, that you cross over, that there is still hope.
Yeah.
I think, and so coming full circle to have a prayer request. Yes, I pray that Miguel in his in the next realm, in that conscious state, that he'll recognize
the Lord,
Christ, and to ask for mercy and forgiveness.
Yeah, I definitely will be praying for his soul, Paul.
Yes, so thank you.
I'll definitely go because I go to God for people, so I'll take it up to God. I have that kind of prayer gift.
Right.
So I'll definitely keep him in mind. I know who you're talking about. We talked about him before.
Yeah, right.
And,
we did.
Yeah. So I'll definitely keep him in prayer, and I'll keep you in prayer that you'll be strong for his family and your friends that all knew him, and just that you'll have peace, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. And I especially want him to be at peace. You know, it's like
at peace.
I mean, I'm still here, but, you know, I would like him to be at peace. So, and any of those others, you know, also that, I mean, my gosh, that are crossed over, and where are they now? Where are they now? Yeah.
Right.
So.
Okay. Well, everybody, Paul, I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to let you get going.
Right back at you, Sam. Thank you so much.
You and I'll catch up next week. We'll catch up on Monday.
Sounds good.
Or Friday or whatnot. And everybody, from Paul's heart to my heart to everybody's heart on Coffee Talk, we wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Happy turkey, everyone. Take care.
Happy turkey. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.